case of 23 Russian soldiers turned to stone by extraterrestrial aliens, the well-known incident of more than 20 Russian soldiers being turned to stone by an unknown alien weapon resurfaced after Joe Rogan read a 250-page CIA report. The initial reports were collected by KGB agents in the late 1980s, later reported in Ukrainian media and recorded in a classified U.S. intelligence document in 1993, and were widely dismissed as conspiracy theories and fakes. The newspaper reported that after Mikhail Gorbachev lost power in 1991, many KGB files were taken by the Americans, including this strange UFO attack, which included photographs and testimonies, and according to Joe Rogan, a saucer space spacecraft flying quite low appeared over a military unit that was conducting routine training exercises. Someone unexpectedly launched a surface-to-air missile and hit the UFO. It fell to Earth not far away, and 5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes emerged from it. At this point, the already strange story took an even stranger turn. According to the accounts of the 2 surviving soldiers, after being freed from the rubble, the aliens approached and then merged into a single object that took on a spherical shape. This object began to hum and hiss sharply, and then turned bright white, and within seconds the sphere grew very large and exploded, and the explosion caused an extremely bright light. At that exact moment, 23 soldiers who were watching the phenomenon were turned to stone. The claims were made by 2 soldiers who say they survived the surreal incident because they were in an area that was partially protected from the explosion. The KGB report goes on to say that the remains of the UFOs and the fossilized soldiers were taken to a secret scientific research facility near Moscow. It's unclear what happened to the aliens, whether they left the site in another UFO or simply disappeared. Experts assume that an energy source still unknown to Earthlings immediately changed the structure of the soldiers' living organisms, turning them into a substance whose molecular structure was no different from limestone. The aliens possess such weapons and technology that are beyond all our assumptions. The document did not explain why the CIA translated the Ukrainian newspaper's report into the archive. Referring to recent statements before the U.S. Congress by David Grosh and others, Joe Rogan commented, "There are all these revelations and that are happening right now. They're very, very exciting. Medusa in history, and not mythology, is referred to as one of the 3 Gorgons. Of these 3 sisters, Medusa was the mortal one. Her other name was Gorgo, which means wild gaze. Her ugliness was such that anyone who looked at her face was turned to stone. Not to mention the other things that is related to this, but the dogmatic people see everything religiously in this case. The sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were beautiful, and they took them as their wives, those who pleased them and mated with them. That is, they went with non-humans, supposedly sons of God. Since then, evil has spread on earth, and the races of evil human haters who are among us may not be seen by people for 2,000 years, but we see them from their non-human logic and behaviors, apart from those who have done history that the exact opposite, because they were taught exactly the same way animals learn." Please leave your comments about this, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.